Hey everybody, it's Pam from Nana's Crafting Cottage, back with you again today to work on some things for my paper bag journal. We're going to do the cover today, and these are some of the elements I'm going to use for it, but I also wanted to come and play with these letters that I got at the Habitat for Humanity store, and they are letters for houses, but I wanted to emboss them with, just heat embossing for my project now or for upcoming projects. So first of all, welcome to all my new subscribers. Welcome, welcome. I am so pleased that you found me. I would like to also give a shout out to Sherry and to Lori. Thank you so much for always watching my videos, for being so kind in your comments. Thank you. Okay, let's get started. So I was playing with one of them the other day, and I used vintage photo embossing powder here, Distress. I love how this came out. I had inked it, so hence the edges have the alcohol ink, and I think the color I did them in was this ginger. It's from Ranger, and it's ginger. I'm sure that's the one I did it in. Anyway, regardless, I love how this came out, so grungy. So I wanted to do these with you. Now what I did was I did sand down the sticky part on the back here. That was to stick onto your house, but I sanded them off. I started sanding the tops of them, but I thought I'm just going to go ahead and do the embossing on them. I think that would do it. This is a reflective one, and I did heat emboss that, and I thought that came out pretty cool. It was kind of rough and that for being reflective type material, but I think it embossed just fine. So those two I'm going to set aside, and these are the ones we're going to play with. I have my Distress embossing pen for small areas, and I do have my Distress embossing dabber, which works very well. That's what I used on this number 5, because I thought I'm not going to worry about the edges on this one because they had been inked. So I don't know what I'm going to do on these. I may just go ahead and ink them a little bit, and I do have some a package from Amazon that I've been using for various things. Let's go ahead and ink those. Now this one is, which color is this? I can't see it because it's got some schmutz on it. Anyway, I think it's like caramel. Yeah, it's caramel. So I'm going to go ahead and do these on the edges of them. I got some tweezers so I don't have to handle them myself. So how is everybody? Yeah, that's the color. Are you working on some projects? Are you just following along with me, or what you up to? Okay, so, and this dries pretty fast because of the alcohol in it. I'm just going to do that part for now, and then let's see, I'm going to go ahead and use my dryer here. It's pretty quiet, so I don't mind using it on video, and this will dry it quicker so we can get moving on this. I was watching Crafty Cat uh, on YouTube last night, and she mentioned my channel, and I'm just so thankful for that. Thank you, Amy. I appreciate that. And I did write a note and thank her. Um, so anyway, she inspires me so much, so very much. And she's the reason why I started this project, because I just thought it looked so like so much fun to play with all kinds of stuff that I have that I haven't played with for a while. So, yeah, I thought I'd give it a go. And this doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not too worried about the sides, but I did want to kind of tone down the gold on it. So we'll get this. I think I'll just do a couple of these together with you guys and then move along, because okay, now this one I've already sanded down real good. I wanted to see what it looked like sanded down, and it's just black. So, okay, so these I'm going to save for off camera now that you know what I'm doing on these. This I'm going to put away. There. Get the dabber out. And let me get these on my paper, because it's easier to fold up and collect the powder, the extra powder. So let's get it open. And I'm just going to do the dabber on the outside of this. And I can also do the, I think I'll use the pen. It's gonna, oop, that was real smart, wasn't it? Yeah, real smart. Okay, let me get my pen out and use it, because it's easier to direct and I can see the actual fluid coming out. Okay, so I'm going to put this over here, put some embossing powder on it, and I like to put it kind of thick, and then I'll let it soak up, and we'll do this one. If you've never done heat embossing, it's a lot of fun. I hadn't done it for quite a while, and I have all these tools to do it with, and so I thought, when I found these at the store, I was like, oh, I know exactly what I can do with these. Okay. And you can go over it 2 or 3 times, whatever you want to do. If it doesn't come out the way you want the first time, then when you get it all dry, it'll be ready to go again. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay, come on. Thank you. Okay, let's get this kind of tapped off. There. Not very much got on there. I'll wait until I get it embossed. I don't think I got the liquid. I don't think I got enough on there. So I'm going to set this right here and this right here. I shouldn't have closed that up yet. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to collect this and get it put back into the jar, hopefully without too much ado. And I just get what I can in there, and then I shake the last little bit into the trash can so it doesn't get everywhere, because it's very, very fine. Okay, so let's grab number 7 first. And here is the heat tool. It is noisier, but let me see how we're doing on this. And it just melts it, and you can see it melting, so you know exactly where you've gotten it or where you've missed. So there's that. Not too much different, is it? But I'll do it again. But I want to get to this one here. This one I think will be pretty good because I think I got a good deal on it. I don't know, we'll see. I'm doing the wrong side. Oh, I thought, no, that's weird. Yeah, yeah. I held upside down for a reason. Okay, that one. That one looks pretty good. So it's kind of, yeah, see, there you go. You can see it's on there. So that one, I'm going to go ahead and leave like that. I don't know about this one. I think I'll go over it one more time with you guys, and then we'll call it good. How's that? So, because I want to get that cover done with you, and I didn't want it to be a super duper long video. Okay, I think I've got it pretty good this time. So let's dump it on. Do that. Okay. Now I'm going to set that right there. Get it put away. Okay. All right. Now let's see what we can do. Yeah, it's good in there. What's a little bit darker, but I think it's okay. It looks kind of grungy, doesn't it? I think I'm going to leave it. Because you compare that with that. There's the comparison. That's what it looked like before, and this is what it turned out to be. I'm not too disappointed with that. Yeah, I'm not. Okay, so let's put this heating tool away, and let's bring out what I want to work on. So it's going to be this cover here. Let me move this out the way here. But I didn't get, let me take that out. That's for a journal, darn it. That's for a journaling card. Actually, I wanted to change that sanding disc out anyway. I had it here and I just didn't do it yet. Okay, I'm going to set it over there so I don't grab it again. But anyway, yeah, those will be journaling cards, large ones. So eventually that will get done. I don't know if I will do those on camera or if I will just do projects for them. I don't know. I have some items here that I want to work on and use to put in here, so we can probably do that. Okay, there's that. And let me go ahead and ink this while I'm here. While I'm here. Okay. All right. There we go. I'm just gonna set that there. All right. So what I wanted to put on here, I thought I would put on a couple pieces of paper doily, and I got this on Amazon, and they come in, it's a 12 by 12 or 12-inch circle doily, all lacy, and that's what I was wanting. I have the large ones, but the centers are always solid, and I wanted something completely lacy, so I did find them. I did. So I got those here a while back and have been wanting to use them for a project. So I think what I'll do is do something like that, maybe. I'm going to use my frame that I did last time. And you know what? I think I'll just use one. Now I'm not going to worry about this edge meeting up because it's going to have some fabric over the spine. Fabric and maybe some kind of lace or something. I was thinking of that, and then when I was watching Amy's video, I was like, oh, you're doing the same thing I wanted to do. So, yeah. So anyway, I'll be picking out some fabric and some lace for that later. But I'm going to do that after I get the front and back covers done. Okay, this I think will go okay like that, and I want to ink it up, and I'm just doing it right over the page itself. It does not matter because it's not really going to show very much, because I'll be putting some things underneath this lacy piece. At first I thought, well, I'll have a piece this way and a piece that way, but I'm changing my mind on that now. I'm going to go ahead and put you back in here before I lose you. There we go. Set this over here. Okay, so I am going to use this little gal on here. I'm going to put this piece in behind her, okay, like that. And then I have a piece of mica here that I cut that is just the perfect size. It's just a scrap that I had and it fits perfect. So it will go on first, then she will go on. Okay, so she'll go on like that, and then the next piece will be the background. So I have that figured out. Now what I want to put underneath here, I was looking at some music page, so I kind of want to collage under this. I want to do music page. I'm going to go ahead and ink that. This is old brittle music paper that I have. I found it at a resale shop here in our town for just a couple dollars, a whole big nice old book. And I was just thrilled to death with that. Oh, and today I get my eBay purchase delivered. Yay! In my next video I'll share that because I want to use it in this project. Get some. Okay, so I'm going to do it like that, and then I have this that came from Amazon that I will make rough edges on. I'll use my tearing ruler here. So we are Memory Keeper's tearing ruler set, and they come with 1, 2, 3. They come with 3 pieces, different edges. I like this edge. And even though it's a newer, type paper and that, it's really good for collaging, especially if you don't have the other stuff. And if you have digitals of old documents and stuff, that's the next best thing because they are hard to find. And when you do find them on eBay or Etsy, they're kind of expensive. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use this guy here, like that. And then there's another piece of paper that I had coffee dyed a long time ago that I want to, and it was just folded over. So I'm going to use that, put that back there, and put the decal edges here on my ruler, and this one. Okay, so let's get that shiny thing out of your face there. And that piece will just go with that. Okay, and then this will go like this, I think. Let me see how that will look with the background. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Okay, I'm going to ink it up, get them put down. Yeah, our weather yesterday was rainy, off and on, in the afternoon. Cooler, back in the 40s, 30s at night. And it's kind of drizzly out earlier when I got my girls out, my chickens, so they were happily running around grabbing worms and stuff, so they were happy campers. I let them out to the grassy area here, and that's their favorite place to hang out, and then they get underneath the rhododendron bush and lay there and take a snooze until it's time to go in, and then they come marching back. Get their drinks of water and food, and yeah. Happy little girls. They are. Okay, I like how that looks. Okay. So I want to, do I want this over? Do I want it under, or does it really matter? I don't think it really matters, but I do want to put this down first. Do I want to put that down first? Or like that? I think I'll do it like that. So the green one will go down first. Okay, got that cleared up. Yeah, I like how I do the coffee dyeing on this. I put them on trays. I have Nordic Ware trays that I gotten at Costco, some years back. And I just coffee dye, put the coffee on them and then put them in the oven. And that's how they get those lines. And I've done it for my sister before. She loves getting them. She usually asks me, kind of puts in her order for them, basically. Oh, okay, now, let's see, what did I want? Okay, over that and then over that. All right. Yeah, but she hasn't asked for any for quite a while, so I think she's getting it from Huckleberry Sky is where I like to get my tea stain paper. And I'm about ready to put an order into her on Etsy, Huckleberry Sky. So if you want coffee or tea dyed paper, she does a beautiful job. And I did purchase some here quite a while back that she calls oops papers because they're dark in spots and stuff. Well, that's perfect. That's right up my alley. So yeah, I ordered what she had at that time. I don't see that she has any oops ones now, but I'll take whatever she's got. So I will put that order in. And then I'll show you what I just got from Amazon. That I'm going to use as well. Okay, dokie. There we go. Okay, so we got that part. Nice. And then this will go over. Now this is going to be tricky to glue. And I'll show you what I do for that. Let me get these out of the way. I get my little silicone mat out. It's from Stampin' Up. And what you would normally use for it, I have no idea. I hadn't been able to figure it out. But my sister had sent it to me with some papers long time ago when she was a distributor. And then I figured out, hey, I can put some glue on there and use it to help glue my doilies and stuff. And I'll show you how I do it. But I think I've got powder all over here. And it's driving me nuts. It flies. The embossing powder just absolutely flies. Okay, put that there. Now, I'm going to use my newly purchased tacky glue here. I just got it at Dollar Tree because I was out. So I will just use that. Get it shook up good. And just put some on. And get this. And let's see. Sorry for the arm. I'll just spread this around. Get it kind of a thin layer here. like this. And at least it's not art glitter glue where it's going to dry immediately. Okay, and I just tap it down. Just tap it down. Tap it down. And tap it down. Get all the edges and stuff that I can, as much as I can. And then put it over on my project. And hopefully I can, yay! Okay, and let me get my little towel there. And then just tap it down. And whatever is lifting, you can just put a little teeny tiny bit of glue under it, like that. Tap it down. These pieces I know are going to be covered, but I'd rather have them glued down to begin with, so that there's no issues later, just in case. You never know. Okay, so that's how I do those. And then this is just washable. I mean, no big deal. Alrighty. So yeah, there you are. There's that part. And I know a lot of this gets covered up, but at least you have that coloring underneath. Okay, so what I want to do now is move this out the way so I don't get my stuff in it. And I want to get this piece of mica glued down on the back. So I will figure it out. And I love using this because it gives it that old look, kind of grungy look on it. And I'm going to put just a tiny bead around the edge, just ever so slightly. Not anything that will amount to very much, but I don't want it to be squeezing out. So just make it kind of sticky is all. Is about all I put on there. And I think I'll just kind of spread it like that so it doesn't ooze out. I love these silicone brushes. They're from Amazon as well. Very helpful. Okay, there we go. Okay. There we are. Okay. So there's that. Then I wanted to see, I need to trim this gal to fit, but I wanted to get it even there. So I'm going to pencil out where I am going to cut. Yeah, let's get my pencil here. And cut there, there, along there, and there. And I think that is, yeah. Okay, so let's cut that down. There, there, there. And she will go right there. So she fills it out, but she's not being hidden, and her head is not going to be hidden. So then I just turn it over, I hold it here, and I just slip some glue up underneath there, underneath here, as close to the edge of the picture as I can. So that I'm not missing out on anything. So there we go. It's perfect. Perfect alignment. Okay. And then I want to put this down behind her. So I need to go right here. Let's see, I need to go here to here. And then go right here. Okay. And I am going to use my trimmer for that because I do want it a bit straight. So let's go ahead and do that. So you will go here. There. And we will go, I'm going to make sure that I'm not going to cut it off. Okay. I'm not doing it all the way to the edge of the paper or the back. I'm just going to go right up to the edge because it's all going to be glued down eventually anyway. Okay, so I will put the glue around the edge. There we are. Okay, so on the edge of this, just a scant bit, because it's going to be glued down to the page anyway. I'm just going little by little around the edge, just right to the edge. It's not necessary to glob it on. And then put it down. There. And there we are. Okay. There we are. I've got glue fingers. What else is new? Okay. So, get it pressed down, press down. There it is. So, she will go on here like this. And I have this little guy picture here. I don't know if I want to put him on here or not. I don't think so. I know I wanted to, okay, these are numbers that I just got from Amazon. I didn't even know they existed until I looked for them. And they are, let's see, how big are they? They are a little over half an inch. Just a little over. 1, 3, 5, 7/8 I think is what it is. 7/8 of an inch. And I thought, oh, I can ink them up and put them on my projects and stuff. So yeah, so I thought I would do something like that. Now I need to get my, oh, I forgot to get my stuff out of my tub here that I have all switched over for this project. So let's get some of these things out, and let's see, here's a one on canvas. This is on canvas. And then these I crimped with my little pillow I think I showed you here a while back. Okay, now these are all stickers, but I think they'll work all right. This I want to grunge it up a bit. And these are wood, and they're pretty thick. You can kind of see how thick they are. They're pretty thick, so I'm very pleased with them. And there's 200 pieces in there, 0 to 9 or 1 to 10 or whatever you want to call it. Okay, let's just kind of collage on here some of these stickers. And see if I can get it without the needle to, no, without the pin. I use a pin to get the edge of them. There we go. It works like a charm, so. But I do want to put some glue on it in case. I always want to do it. Okay. There's that. Go on. And this, I think will go right. Do I want it there? No, I don't think so. Oh, let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna cut this one down. Just the ends. That. And just ink it a little bit. And let's see. That can go right there. Okay. So let's just get this off. And put some glue on it. And put it right here. Okay, there we are. And then this 8 I want to put here just for the heck of it, just because I think it's cool. Okay, and down we go. Kind of gives dimension here. And this one, yeah, I made these out of book pages and labels, and then I crimped them. So yeah, those were a lot of fun. I did that last year. The crimper was given to me, and I really wanted to play with it, so I did one day. I made a whole bunch of different things. And I had some leftover canvas, and I put a label on that. I think that can go there. Yep. And then I'll glue the frame down. And like I said, I'm going to have fabric over here. So let's see, I'm going to put this right about here so it won't get covered up. Okay, there we are. And then we are ready to put our girl down. Now, I think I'm going to use my, sorry for the arm, use my Fabrifix on this because it is thick and I want it to be stuck down real good. So that is what I am using. If it wasn't so thick back here, I would just use my art glitter glue, but or even tacky glue, but I want it to get buckled down good. Okay, and then we will put her right about there. There we are. And I'm just going to press her down real good for a bit while she's getting pressed down. I'm going to put that away. Let's close you up. This trash will be taken care of. Okay. So I think we've done it for today. A little bit longer than I had anticipated, but that's all right. Put this away. So there she is. Pretty, pretty. So we will be ready to move along to everything else. I may do the back next, and then we can get the spine taken care of. I think I'll do that in the next video, is the back, and then we can go from there. Okay, everybody, I hope you enjoy this. I hope you want to give this a try, and I will see you on Thursday. Hope you had a nice weekend too. I'm sorry I forgot to mention that. Hope you had a nice weekend, but I'll see you Thursday. Have a nice week. Bye, guys.